Hey guys, I'm Jamie. Welcome to another week in my life and what's going on here in New England, which is soon to be Florida, as you'll see in a previous video. So this week I figured I would start off just kind of sharing what we're doing to get ready for our big move to Florida for the winter. But today we did something that I wasn't expecting to do today. We bought a new car. Bought a Jeep. We had a Subaru Outback for my husband, but definitely wasn't his car of choice. So he was really excited to get a new car today. So we'll be taking that on a little adventure tomorrow. But it was, a whole day spent in a car dealership, which is not my favorite thing to do, but the car salesperson that we had is actually an old friend of my husband's, so it was fun for them to get to catch up and spend some time together. But that's how we spent our Saturday. Today's outfit is this sweater by Love Ellie, I think. Yes, Love Ellie. And then these pants are by Studio Blue. I love the little sort of ripped up design, but I always think it looks like a cat, like put its claws in my pants and then just drag down. So I'm also wearing gold jewelry. These earrings are from Turkey. I've had them for many years. They were a gift and I just love them. And then a little pearl necklace. So anyway, we're gonna go out and get some takeout and I will talk to you guys later. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. We are heading to the beach today. So we're going to Maine because we're trying to get in a couple of our favorite trips before we go to Florida for the winter. So we're gonna go to Pine Point in Maine, go for a little walk on the beach because after Labor Day they allow dogs anytime during the day. So we'll go do that. We may get some lunch. Just gonna be a fun little road trip, inaugural trip in our new Jeep. Spoiled dog. Yeah, that's you. I've never seen the tide this high at Pine Point. Holy moly. We got to a place on the beach where it's a little bit lower tide, but man, I have never seen the tide this high at Old Orchard Beach. Well, this is Pine Point right next to it, but holy moly. I wonder why. Was there a storm? Look at them. It's never like this windy here at this beach. Oh, they'd be so fun to swim in with. Or maybe not. Maybe they're a little big. Wow. Swimming? Yeah. We should walk down there. There are surfers today. There are literally never surfers at this beach. Because, whoops, the waves are never that big, but these guys are like actually surfing. And the waves come in, and they all run. Probably the last sight of the beach for the season. You know what you're doing. Hey guys, it is Monday. We are starting this week off by kind of going through some stuff and boxing up things that we're not going to take to Florida with us, but that I'm a little bit concerned might get damaged in the cold. So we are planning on winterizing this cabin. Actually, we're not going to winterize it. My husband's cousins are going to winterize it for us after we leave. But there's some stuff I have here, things like books, papers, that I'm afraid if they get kind of frozen and then unfrozen and then frozen, I'm afraid they'll have some water damage. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I'm playing it safe. I have a few photo books that I've made over the years that I'm gonna store in a bin. I've got, just some random things that I want to store in bins, not in just kind of left out in the cabin. Also, any kind of like pests I'm worried about chewing things. So for these chairs that we have here, which are hand-me-down chairs that we just kind of have been using all winter and this last summer, we're going to cover those with plastic. We're going to cover our mattress with plastic just to try to keep any kind of mice or anything like that out of them. But I also have these books I want to take care of. They're right here. These sort of like this stack of photo books that I've had for several years. I just want to hold on to them. So what else? I still have this rack of just food that we're still trying to make our way through. There's still a lot of it there. Yeah, there's a lot we have to go through before we go, but my in-laws are coming this week. They're on their way from Florida now, so kind of trying to buckle down and try to have things sort of gone through, mostly worked on before they get here. I feel like I'm making more of this than I really need to, so I'm gonna try to not stress about it, but I do want to pack up some of that stuff and just sort of go through a few things in the kitchen and see what can go away. But we have been doing pretty well at eating things out of the fridge and the freezer and sort of paring down that stuff a little bit. Yeah, so outfit of the day is this top by Lucky Brand that I think I thrifted a long time ago. I cut the ties off because I didn't like them. I have a little bit of a sunburn from yesterday. I didn't even really notice how bad it was until just now. We had so much fun yesterday. It was like the perfect day. We ended up just walking the beach for like 3 miles. Luna did such a good job. She walked right along with us for 3 miles. And then we happened to pull into our favorite restaurant there at the exact same time that my sister was pulling in. My sister lives sort of close to me here in New Hampshire, so for her to be arriving at that restaurant in Maine at the same time as us it was just perfect timing. So we got to have an early dinner with my sister and my brother-in-law and my 4 nephews and that family, and yeah, it was just really nice. I had some fried haddock. I get the kids meal there because it's plenty of haddock for me, and my husband got this like combination platter with scallops and whole belly clams, which he loves. So that was kind of our last hurrah at Pine Point, which is over in Scarborough, Maine, and the Clam Bake, which is our favorite restaurant there. So we won't do that anymore this season, but we've been there a few times this year, so we feel like we've really kind of made good use of the beach. All right, time for me to get to work and yeah, let you guys know how it goes. Okay, so I have kind of boxed up everything that was on that shelf. I'll show you guys. It's kind of a dusty mess, but that shelf is now empty except for what's going to go to Florida with us, which is basically just the cat food containers. And I'm actually going to switch out this glass container for something plastic that won't break in the car. And then I went through my shoes too, because I've been trying to like box up what I'm not going to need in the next couple of weeks. We've only got 18 days left here in New Hampshire. We're leaving in 18 days, so I guess we have 17 days. So I don't need a ton of shoes to wear in the next 2.5 weeks. So I saved my sandals that I wear every day. Basically, I saved some slippers. I'll show you guys what I've saved. So I have 2 tall pairs of boots. I have a funeral to go to next week, so I may want some dressier shoes. So I saved these 2 pairs of boots. I saved these Crocs because I travel in those and they're super comfortable. My daughter got them or gave them to me. I think they were hers, but they were a little too big, so they're just Christmas Crocs, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna wear them. They're super comfy and they come off easily, and I like to like sit cross-legged in the car, which is probably not super safe. But anyway, I have my dirty old Crocs there, 2 pairs of slippers, which I'm gonna bring the blue ones to Florida. I already have a pair of slippers in Florida, so I only need 1 pair, and these are like sandal slippers. And then these are gonna stay here because I won't need them in Florida. And then I saved these 2 pairs of shoes. So I have boxed up some other shoes and sandals that I'm going to be taking with us, but I'm just going to save these for the next 2.5 weeks. And I'll probably slowly, as I wear them, start to box them up too. So yeah, it doesn't feel like I've done as much as I could. I don't know what to do about candles. They can freeze, right? I don't know. I'll look that up. I have a few candles. I may just leave them in the cupboard because I don't think it's gonna hurt anything if they freeze, but I will double check on that first. And then other than that, we are having a family cocktail party this weekend. Once in a while we do a family cocktail party where we all bring a drink or two to share with everybody and then something to eat. So it's just an excuse for my family to get together. So we're having a cocktail party this Saturday, and I am bringing some alcohol that I need to get rid of so that it's not just in the house gathering dust. So I'm gonna bring one of these bottles of wine that I got in Maine for everybody to try. I'm also gonna make lemon meringue shots for everyone. So that is 2 parts of this limoncello and 1 part of whipped cream vodka, which I have right here. So I'll bring that, make those for everybody, and that'll be like 3 bottles of alcohol off my hands. Other than that, I will, just slowly work my way through. I have a little bit of vodka here I might make a drink with in the next couple of days, but I have not a ton of that left. I don't think alcohol freezes, so I think I could leave it in our basement and it would be okay, but I just don't like leaving too much outside of boxes because of like spiders and things like that. Ugh. All right, guys, I think I'm done for the day. I feel like I'm a mess, but it's fine. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. Luna and I are gonna go to the park and take a walk. She's just antsy to get outside and enjoy some nice weather. I'm projecting on her. I am antsy to get outside and enjoy some nice weather. I've been inside working all day. It's just like 80 degrees here right now, which is really warm for the beginning of October. It's going to get much cooler next week, so we're going to enjoy the weather while we have it and go take a walk at our favorite little park to walk at. So she's excited, I'm excited. We're going to go get some exercise. Okay, walk complete. Luna is pooped. And today I'm going to go through my nail polishes, get rid of colors I don't use because I realized that will freeze and possibly break bottles. So I'm just going to save the colors that I use often, and I don't use nail polish very much at all, just on my toes. And I tend to use the same colors, like light pinks, slightly brighter pinks, and then lighter blues to slightly darker blues, purples kind of in the winter. So I'm going to save a few of those colors. Everything else is going, it's old anyway. And then I'm going to put them in plastic bags and put them in the container that I'm taking that's full of like toiletries and stuff that's going to Florida with me. All right, the lighting in here is terrible, but I'm saving this blue. This was a gift from a friend and it's a really fun color. This is like a pretty purple color. I will say I mixed this blue with this. It's like a unicorn top coat, it's called, and it just makes it kind of shimmery and iridescent. I have this purple color. Ooh, that's super dusty. And then just some top coats here and a light pink, very, very light pink, but that's great for tan toes. And then this brighter pink that's really fun. So that's all I'm saving. That's all I really need. Oh, guys, it is like a week later. I realized I never finished the video from last week, so I'm gonna finish it now. I'm in the process of doing some chores that needed to be done. I'm making hard-boiled eggs in my egg cooker, and then I'm gonna be making some tuna. I have to share with you guys my little tuna fish making hack. I don't know if I came up with this or not, but I love tuna with pickles, and I like to make it ahead. So instead of putting actual pickles on it, I do tuna, I do just like chicken of the sea, and then I have this dill relish that I get. I don't like the other kind of relish. I don't know what kind that is, but I don't like the way it tastes. But dill relish is made with dill pickles, so it tastes like dill pickles. So I just mix this in with the tuna and the mayo, and it's so good. So that's my little tuna making hack. So I've just been honestly just sort of trying to use up all of the stuff in our cupboards. So while I would normally have, like a guacamole kind of thing for lunch, instead I've been having tuna that I found in the cupboard. So we don't have a ton left in our cupboards. Luckily, we had a family party on Saturday and I ended up bringing over a bunch of stuff. I brought over a bunch of alcohol and I brought over some salsa, things that would freeze and I couldn't keep in our cupboards anyway. So I shared those with my family. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is, I know that when I leave the grocery store, there's usually a bin there that you can put things in for the food pantry or for donations. So I think I might bring some of the stuff that's still good and that we can't use over there and just donate it. So, making tuna. I am getting ready to go out for dinner with friends tonight. We're trying to get in as many visits with friends as we possibly can before we leave, and that's proving to be difficult because we have one weekend left. We've had a lot going on. My husband and I had our 14th wedding anniversary yesterday, so we celebrated by going to the same place where we had our first date, which was really fun. We went to an arcade for our first date. But it was a place we both grew up going, so it was really fun to go there. And yeah, so we've been doing family stuff. We had the get together with my family. We have my nephew's 5th birthday party this coming Sunday, and that's our last weekend. We don't have any other weekend days besides this coming Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday we have to do just some chores, errands, things that have to be done. We have to, go to the bank. We have to talk to our landlord, which is my husband's aunt, but we're gonna fit all that in on Saturday so that we can have fun with the family on Sunday. I realize you can't see the top of my head. Sorry about that. I'm too focused on making food. So anyway, that's what I have been up to the last several days. It's just been very busy. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow I have to go do laundry at the laundromat for the last time, and I am going to only wear clothes that can be dried from here on out. And honestly, I'm probably going to wear my pajamas to work for the next week or so because they can be dried. I need to only do laundry that can be dried because I'm not going to have time to hang things up and have it air dry. So that's going to be interesting, but I work from home, it doesn't matter. I can wear pajamas whenever I want. So that's what I'm gonna do. It'll just make things really easy. My husband has all of next week off, so he's gonna do the hard stuff, which will be sort of setting up the car to figure out how we're gonna take the cats. I think what we're gonna do, and I will definitely show you guys when we do it, is I think we're gonna block off a little section of the car and just have that be the cat section. So instead of them being in carriers, which I don't think would work for our cats because one of them, you guys have seen, he's huge. He's just too big for a crate. He does not enjoy it. He feels he feels very unhappy the whole time he's in there. He poops, he pees, he throws up. So what we're gonna try, hopefully this will work, is we're gonna try to block off just the back section of the Jeep and have that be just for the cat. So we won't be able to use it as any kind of storage space, but I think that'll be more comfortable for them, and it'll almost be like they're in just a very large crate. So I need to go pick up one more cat bed, I think, and we got a litter box that's just specifically for that. Tuna's all made. And I think that's gonna work out. That's my husband's idea. He's very good at figuring these things out. He's an engineer, so I usually just trust him when he comes up with plans like this. So beyond that, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I think we're doing a pretty good job. There's just been a lot going on in our lives, so it's been hard to get everything done. But I think because I'm so excited to start this new adventure, I am just kind of doing it all with a smile. So that's helpful. Luna doesn't know what's happening, but when she finds out, she's going to be so excited. She loves the pool area of our Florida home. She could just spend all day out there and probably will lots of days. But she right now is just in cuddle mode because she hates the cold. So she spends most of her days just curled up in her bed. To be fair, she is 9, almost 10 years old, so she probably would do that anyway. She's a Chihuahua. Combination of reasons that would make her sleep most of the day, but she just likes to be comfy. And it's getting a little chillier here, so it's time for her to be in comfort mode. So the other thing I need to figure out is how I'm gonna bring my plants. So I saved 5 plants. I'll show you guys really quickly. I have this philodendron micans, a philodendron lemon lime, I think it's called, and I have a Hoya up here. I forget what this one is, Hoya, I don't remember. And then 2 more Hoyas. This is the Hoya Crinkle 8, and I think this is a Hoya Australis. These are plants that I absolutely love and don't want to get rid of, but they're going to be interesting to try to pack in the car around everything else. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that's happening on Saturday. My in-laws are going to come over and pack their van with stuff that we want to bring and that they want to bring. They've had some stuff stored in our basement for several months, so they're going to pack their van with that stuff so that we know what we have left over for room. The plan is to have a wardrobe in each place eventually, but right now we have almost nothing in Florida and all of our clothes up here. So my plan is to leave stuff down there, but also to do a little bit of shopping down there, and then of course when we come back up here to do a little shopping here and just leave those clothes in each place, because that makes way more sense than bringing stuff back and forth. The problem is the clothes that I've saved are the clothes that I love, so it's hard to leave them in one place or the other, but I'm gonna be smart about it because we can't be moving this many things back and forth. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off for the time being. I think the next time you'll see me, we'll be getting ready to head to Florida, so stay tuned for that. I will share our trip with you, especially with the cats. I think it'll be interesting to see how that goes, so I will definitely share that with you. We are going to be staying in a hotel with them, and it's a hotel that allows pets, so that's definitely something we were really careful about. I even called them to double check. Thank you for coming along for this week, or 2 weeks as it ended up being. I know I've been a little bit discombobulated lately, but I will see you really soon. Bye, guys.